Alright guys, want to do a quick little update on my Losi 22. This is a 10-skill buggy 2-wheel drive from obviously TLR or Losi Racing. I was recently at OCRC, which is a pretty much all clay track here in Huntington Beach, California, and I was able to run into a Team Losi driver. Scott Adkins was there, and he had his 22 buggy going around the track, and he was kind of testing some things out. And I've been quite lucky at OCRC running into different team drivers, and I've most recently saw Rhonda Drake and her whole crew there from TLR, and now was able to see Scott Adkins. So pretty cool seeing the team drivers and seeing what they're running and how they're doing it and all that good stuff. So anyways, I was able to talk to Scott after I did a 2-pack run, and just had him maybe give me some suggestions on how to not let my rear of the buggy break loose on some of the turns. So he was quite helpful, very nice guy, was very approachable, and it was quite nice to see in the pro end of things here in this sport. So I'm kind of going to go over some of the things that he recommended and pass that along to you guys. So the first thing when I showed him my buggy, and I'm showing it to you guys the same way that I showed it to him, the first thing he obviously saw was that my battery pack was a little bit too forward, and not having built this buggy, I didn't realize that there was a foam spacer here in the rear of the buggy. So he said the first thing is to move that all the way back, foam spacer in the front, just to put some more weight and weight bias towards the rear. He also said that he was running primarily just the shorty packs, the Acceleron brand of packs. So, and that was his first recommendation, right when he saw the buggy. The next thing he started doing was reviewing the spinning of the rear diff and seeing how that thing was operating. The first thing he did recommend was getting the carbide balls that run in the rear diff to make it a little bit more smoother and a little bit less to grab onto things as it's going into turns. So great other recommendation. The final thing that he gave me was the placement of particularly this rear turnbuckle, and hopefully you guys can kind of see in here. Right now I have it kind of forward. He said to go ahead and place it in the middle spot and loosen it out a little bit, lengthen the turnbuckle, and put it in the outermost position on both sides. He also noted that I was running the 1.5 millimeter offset hexes, which he said is awesome, same ones that he was running. And other than that, he said the other recommendation would be to go ahead and lengthen all of the turnbuckles, because he said pretty much the longer they are, the slower the response on the suspension will be, which definitely makes sense. So he had those recommendations for me. I just spent maybe 5 minutes with him, and really cool guy. He was really down to earth and somewhat of a southern accent, which was kind of odd in Huntington Beach. So anyways, that is just my 2 cents, and I will be doing some of those modifications and showing you guys how it looks in the end. That's it for now, guys. Over now.